What's up, YouTube? I finally back. It's been like 2 or 3 years, it feels like. But real quick, broke my ankle. I had to heal up, y'all. And you know, us car guys, we focus on the wrong things a lot. Like I should have got a house a long time ago, but I kept pouring money into cars. I went through a divorce, all that. But I'm back. I'm back on my feet. I have my crib. I got space. I got imagination and all that. But let me take y'all. Let me show y'all what we have. Work with. What's the next chassis? What's the next? Some of y'all probably seen the LT4. I'm gonna try recording with my son. My son's behind the camera right now. But this is what I got, y'all. I thought I'd just get a Z01 or a C6 or a C7 or even a C8. But I found the E92 M3 2011 competition package. Yeah. Well, actually, let me hop in and BMW M3. I don't know how I got here, but it's the competition package. I love all the carbon fiber roof. I mean, look at that. It has a titanium exhaust, $3,000 titanium exhaust. So I'm interested to see what the LT4 is going to sound like with it in there. But let me show you the interior. It is a dual clutch transmission, but it's super easy to manual or auto to manual swap. I believe this interior is custom. I don't know what color this is, but let me steal that from you. Sorry. Got the steering wheels already redone. I put the CarPlay in it already. Everything's super clean on the inside. Just had some busted LEDs, but now I pop the hood. All right, so again, E92 M3 competition package comes with the S65 V8. It's a 4-liter V8. It ain't American. I don't. There's purists out there who are gonna be mad. Like I'm gonna take this out and sell it or put it at E36. I don't know, but let me show y'all what I'm putting in it. And it's not LS. I know y'all. I might change my name, but. Boom, LT4 out of 2021 Camaro 011LE, and I'll plug the pictures in and show y'all how it was totaled. But if you come over here and look, right here, it's a unicorn because it was hand built in Kentucky. So a few of them ended up in Camaros. So like this gonna be a stock engine. It does not have power steering, so I am going to get a Volvo power steering pump, put it in the trunk. I don't know how crazy I'm gonna get with the heat exchanger and everything, but I pretty much got everything coming in for the swap. I even have the ECU, which is a CAN bus monster, so I'm sure some of y'all BMW guys know you can tie in a lot of LS stuff into the BMW. So there's an AC kit I bought that I'm gonna have to adapt to the compressor. So this will be the first time I have AC. I can use the BMW pedal. So this is gonna be an easier swap than I'm used to. The only thing is I'm gonna have to figure out something for the mounts because it's an M3 subframe and they don't have mounts for LT. But I might have a solution, we'll see. And it's gonna be manual, that's a dual clutch transmission. So, you know, gonna have to do a little swapping but yeah, this is just a quick boom. I'm back. Sorry I was gone so long. I do still have the V. It is in pieces. Again, I ain't gonna lie, nigga went broke. I had to part it out, but I was gonna come back and put everything back in it. Now, I done bought another car. I don't know what's gonna come with this. But I don't think I'm gonna get rid of it. Don't hold me to it. But I do love this car. I do miss it. But yeah, that's it. I might supercharge the Hummer. But yeah, the plans with this, I want to road course this and occasionally drag it. They have a 8.8 kit for the diff, and that's my only worry. But I should get cranking with the videos in about a week or two. I have everything coming in and ordered except for a drive shaft, but I obviously have to get this in there. I need a aluminum radiator, and then I need a heat exchanger solution. So yeah, it should be a quick build. There was an LT4 done in Europe, and it just cut to it being done. So I'm gonna like nickel and dime every section of this for y'all. So yeah. All right, so I just want to go over some details with the LT4. So it is a 6.2 liter V8 that is fully forged from the factory. Shout out to GM. It's a 1.7 liter supercharger, and the supercharger is inverted actually. All right, the bricks are inside the case. And the lid, there's nothing in the lid. So that's why the profile is so low, if y'all can tell. I got lucky in 2021. I went through the forums. This is a hand-built engine, so shout out to Debbie. I'm gonna shout out to Debbie. But more reliable. She assembled it from start to finish instead of assembly plant. So, but I digress. This engine isn't perfect. All right, GM tried to do too much. I mean, the oil pump is like, it has an electric solenoid in it. It's variable pressure. But the materials inside the pump are garbage. It's a powdered metal. They crack. All right, you lose all your pressure and everything. So the fix is. Shout out to K-Tech, always quality. I have a billet oil pump to fix that. And then another issue with the oil pump is the timing chain. The stock timing chain can poke a hole in it and you lose pressure. So I got late model engines. What a beautiful piece. A billet, just a timing chain damper. That's Delrin right there. So you can see the O-ring for the oil pump. But, and then lastly, what came in, what hasn't come in yet, is I have a variable valve timing delete. So a little big, thick, heavy phaser will be gone. And then it's another, it's a different style front timing cover. But when you get in a higher boost and more power, you can have fluctuations with the variable valve timing. So I'm just gonna delete that whole thing. Yeah, otherwise, this is a stout motor. This is a stout transmission. This only has 18,000 miles on it, by the way. This transmission is the strongest you can get from GM. It's rated for like 650 wheel torque. It's also in the Hellcats. Even comes with a short shifter from the factory. This came out of a 1LE. It's the L1 1LE. So this has more cooling in it, and even on the bottom, and it does have a pump, so I'm gonna have to put a radiator on it. But what else? I found a Holley swap pan and oil pan in black, used for $400, but it was never used. It was just some guy bought it, didn't use it. Thought I, found a deal. I was pretty happy, but realized it's only 6 quarts. So, and it's not baffled. So I bought this baffle for a whopping $308. And Holley, it's just made in China, but hey, I figure this will help keep everything safe because I'm going from a 10 quart pan to a 6.1 quart. And I will be using the dual clutch transmission oil cooler. You can see right there. I'll get a new one though. That one's pretty beat. So I might have like 6.5 quarts of oil, but at least I'll be able to do some road racing and stuff without aerating my oil. What else I got? I do have an ATI lower balancer, you know, that's me, because I do want to put this on solid mounts and the trans on poly, so it'll eat up a lot of vibrations. And then I have a 5% overdriven super damper. So yeah, everything should be coming together. Everything should be coming in next week. I will have to do a auto to manual. Well, it's a dual clutch, so very easy. You just have to swap out the pedal, and I have to like measure and see how I doubt I'll be able to use this, but I think Siki and a bunch of other companies make adjustable, you know, shifters. So only thing I have to measure for and then order is the drive shaft. So I have to find a yoke for this and see what's in this, and then I have to order a harness because I have to call Current Performance or Spear Tech. I don't know which one to use, but I have to make sure that they have the AC hookups and everything, and tack and all that stuff, and make sure it's the way I need it, the way I want it. I will be running AC in this. I will have to adapt this to the available kit that's on the market. So this will be the first time I have AC in a car, and that'll be pretty exciting. But yeah, this should be a pretty quick build. Again, the E92, and I hate all these damn LEDs. I'm gonna get rid of all of them. But yeah, just to swap that pedal out, pull out that stuff, and I did the CarPlay unit in there. I'm probably gonna have to recode this or get a manual. I don't really know the intricacies yet, but yeah, this should be a pretty dope swap. Let me pop the trunk. But yeah, I do plan. Sorry, I was doing some audio install, but I'll probably mount the power steering pump somewhere near the battery. We'll see. Maybe over here. I gotta pull all this stuff out and just see what I can work with. But I'm pretty hyped, you know. This should be a very dope build. You know, it is a competition package, so it's a real carbon fiber roof. Comes with these wheels. I don't even think I'm gonna change these. I'm probably just gonna put ARC 888s on it. We'll see. I do plan on doing a Brembo kit, and ECU I'll be using is I already showed y'all earlier, but yeah, I look forward to this, man. Should be a pretty dope build. Should be really rowdy, and again, I cannot wait to. This is a Vanguard Performance. I don't know if y'all can see where it says Vanguard. It's dark back here, but it is a titanium exhaust, so $3,000 kit. So I am very curious to see what this sounds like, you know. And lastly, these vents are functional. So the intake is in this vent, and then that one is plugged. But all you gotta do is pull the plug off that one and remove the intake. And the superchargers sit right here. It should whine super loud. This is the intake side, so I'm gonna, you know, the intake will come down here. So I'm gonna get it running like that, and then what I'm gonna do is probably port the supercharger, swap the billet lid, because I just want to do steps. I just want to have content to crank out, because you put a billet lid on this, it gets super loud, like Hellcat loud. So yeah, man, I've talked enough. I cannot fucking wait for this. And these manifolds are stainless steel, and it's 2-to-1, 2-to-1, and at the collector. I'm gonna delete these and set them aside, but it's gonna be using the stock manifolds because there's no solution, and I don't really care that much, honestly. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. So again, to wrap this video up, I cannot fucking wait. And of course, I'll be talking about how much I paid for all this stuff. It's gonna hurt. Y'all gonna like look at me crazy, but I'm gonna break everything down to the penny, to the T, to time, to if it's worth the effort. Like everything I've gone through, everything this car has gone through, every stage broken down, so it's easy for everybody to understand or replicate or whatever, you know. Y'all know cars are like therapy, you know what I'm saying? So it is like amazing to be back. I can't wait to get posting. I'll probably make my first, this is like an intro, so my first real post, I'll be like taking apart the engine and stuff. That'll probably be next week if all the parts come. The oil pan's scheduled to be here Monday. The ATI balancer is scheduled to be here Monday. If I get lucky and it shows up Saturday, I'm not gonna video out Sunday. But I do plan to crank out at least one video a week. That's my plan. And again, keep the car. I have space now. I want to cruise with it. I want to drag. Who knows? I might even drift. I doubt it, but a buddy of mine was talking about it. I want a road course, but I'm gonna have to like look into suspension for the front, because the supercharger will probably add an extra 80 pounds to 100 pounds over the last engine. So yeah, I'm super hyped. But yeah, I appreciate y'all hanging in there, and y'all still subscribe for the last 2 years, even though I haven't been posting, but all is well, you know what I'm saying? It's just me. I got no excuses. I got no distractions, except for my kids, you know, they come through all the time, but yeah. All right, YouTube, y'all take it easy.